Welcome back to Pick Jimi. You can call me DJ, and hello to the bushel of bad apples. Want to join the bushel? Make sure you hit the subscribe button down below to join this fabulously family. I can't swear anymore, so I'm trying to see the bleep if that works, so if we need to change some other version. Anyway, you saw the title of this video. And if you've been a fan of the channel for a while, you know I do this video every single year. The number changes. I think I've done 10. I think I've done 8. This year we're doing 5. 5 cigar channels I think you should be watching in 2023. First and foremost, all of these people are linked in the description down below. No particular order. A lot of people in the community talk about growing the community, but they don't really do much about it except for grow themselves. And one of the most simple ways of helping grow the community is by giving more voices a chance to grow. So that's the purpose of this list. So without further ado, let's start out with a channel I recently found out at the beginning of this year because I was talking to the New Wave. So I asked my group, who are you guys watching? And this first one I enjoy because their mantra, the whole point of the channel, is one that I have had to defend before in the past. And it's simply called Smoke What You Like.
YouTube, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another edition of Smoke What You Like. I'm your host, Mike. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is your first time here. If not, what's going on, my regulars? All right. Wow. You're getting like a charred oak. You're getting those bourbon-esque tastes like a charred oak. The aroma in the air is definitely of a bourbon. I don't know if that's the barrel-aged smell, but it's definitely of a bourbon. On the palate, you're getting that charred taste. Through that retro, I got nothing. There was nothing there. It was pretty much just smoke coming through. Lots of rich, creamy smoke, but through the retro, it's just you could feel it coming through, but there's no real taste or texture to it. It's just, no, I'm sorry, there's a texture, but there's no real taste to it. So you're getting the texture of the smoke coming through, but no real flavor. On the palate, there's no enhancing of the flavors when you retrohale it. So, with that, sorry to say, this is going to be the first cigar of 2023 that is finished for me before I get to the fourth quarter. As you know, that's part of what we do on this channel. We smoke what we like, and if we don't like it, it doesn't matter who makes it, where it comes from, or any of those things. If we don't like it, we just don't like it, and we end that cigar wherever that point is.
So one of the reasons I picked Smoke What You Like, as I agree with this premise, is, you know, having a celebratory cigar is fantastic, and I definitely think some cigars should be meant to do that. But at the same time, I think you should sit down and really enjoy whatever cigar you want to enjoy at that time, because, I mean, they're for you. You bought them for you. And not just that, like, if you do this, he mentions it in another video, you know, eventually you have one celebratory cigar, and then you buy another one, and eventually you have a whole bunch of celebratory cigars that you're waiting for the perfect opportunity to smoke. And, you know, what if that perfect opportunity never comes? I like his message overall, is the point of my point there. So do me a favor and go check out Smoke What You Like, because it's good content. It's nothing that's gonna take you, you know, it's not long format like what I do. So it's good consumable content, and it's great little cigar reviews. So go check out that guy. Go give him some support. All right, next person I'm gonna shout out on this list is the new guy. The last person I called the new guy got a little offended, grew to 100 subscribers, and then peaced the fuck out. So hopefully this doesn't happen to a fellow local Texan. Y'all should go check out the Cigar Alchemist.
What's up, Cigar Nation? This is John, aka Cigar Alchemist, coming at you tonight with another cigar review. This one has got a lot of hype around it, and apparently deservedly so. There's already some reviews out there for some prominent reviewers, and this thing's getting a lot of praise. So tonight, we have the CAO Amazon Basin Extra and Yeho. Let's go. All right, guys, so we're at Light Up, and this thing has started off very rich, bold, and complex. The first 1 or 2 puffs, I was getting like smoked meat and hickory wood, and then contrasted with that was like a strong like espresso or coffee. As I progressed, it just at Light Up after the first couple puffs, getting really strong, just roasted coffee, a little bit of espresso. I'm getting like a hot chocolate, and then I'm getting red pepper on the palate, and then a nutmeg spice actually through the nose. Rich espresso, slight bitterness underneath it, but it's not too harsh or anything like that. This is a very smooth cigar considering how robust and bold it is. So yeah, enjoyed it. Let's break it down. All right, guys, let's break down the Amazon Basin Extra Añejo. In terms of construction, this stick performed extremely well. The burn line at times got a little wavy, but it always self-corrected. I never had to touch it up. On top of that, the draw was a little bit tight, but nothing to complain about and nothing that overall took away from the smoking experience. Smoke output was on point. Tons of smoke coming out of the cigar. Really enjoyed that, and it had a very nice aroma as well. In terms of strength, body, and flavor, this was very much a medium full to full cigar across the board. In terms of strength, started out about medium plus, eventually progressed into full. Body was full from the very beginning, very much filled the palate and the nose.
Now, he obviously is very new. I think there's only 3 reviews on his channel at this time. Hopefully this video encourages him to start spitting out some more, my friend. What I like about his videos, they're very chill. He's reviewing current cigars, which I think is good. He did he got himself the holiday version of the Stillwell, which is dope. I heard really good things about that cigar, including from his channel. Here's what I really liked in his Shaka Khan video. I like that he does kind of what Keelan does, where he's inside, but he's also outside. I like that aspect of it. And the Shaka Khan, I like that he moved around his backyard and he got different avenues. It reminded me of kind of like an old school Martina Maya video. So I think you should give Cigar Alchemist a shot. Go check out his channel, watch his videos, see if you want to subscribe. I definitely encourage you to do so. So this next person, you gotta do me a favor, watch at least 2 of her videos and tell me you don't dig it, okay? So you can thoroughly enjoy the production value, at the very least, of Pandora's cigar box.
Welcome back to Pandora's Cigar Box. I'm Pandora. First released in the USA back in 2019, the Buffalo 10 Maduro sold out within a month. The result of a series of happy accidents, the Buffalo 10 is a study in the art of cigar making. But just what do these twists of fate bring to the cigar? The Buffalo 10 Maduro is a 6x50 box press Toro. The filler is a combination of Colombian, American, and El Artista's own Dominican T13 hybrid tobaccos. The binder is El Artista's Dominican Negrita, and it's covered by a Mexican San Andres wrapper. Welcome back! Getting straight to the point, I've really enjoyed the opening third of this Buffalo 10 Maduro. Those warming spices that I got from the first draw have revealed themselves to be a slightly savoury cumin with ginger and maybe a hint of cloves, kind of reminiscent of mulling spices. And on that note, if you've enjoyed this video, why not give it the thumbs up and share it wherever you like? And perhaps consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell so you don't miss any more cigar reviews or cocktail pairings.
So I like Pandora's cigar box a lot. I think she puts a lot of time and effort into editing and planning and scripting her videos. She doesn't post a lot because she puts in a lot of effort, and that's something I want to do in the future. I'd like to do 12, if possible, high-end over edits Pick Jimi style videos this year. I did a couple last year. I'd like to do 12 once a month, basically. This one started out with a bang. So we checked January's over edit already off the list, okay? But yeah, check out Pandora's Cigar Box. Fantastic channel. I really dig her stuff. I think she has great production value, and she brings a lot to videos. They're good videos, and I think more people should see them. Oh, you bitch. I just stabbed my door with my cigar and ashed all over my pants. And more importantly, my door. So this next person is another female cigar smoker. When I see good ones out there, like good as in like good content creation and not just titties and cigars. Not that I hate titties and cigars, but I appreciate those who don't rely on that to be their content. Anyway, moving on. The next person, she also does not post a ton, but what she does post is very interesting. And again, her posts get views. That's another cool thing about it. And I think you should view it too. So maybe if we get some comments, if we get some encouragement to these people that don't post a lot, we could get more posts out of them. And that is the Chronicles of Cigarnia.
Welcome to the Chronicles of Cigarnia, where we pair and review books and cigars, two of the sweetest ways to spend your time while you're here on Earth, at least in my opinion. And speaking of sweet, today we have something that I don't usually try, a Fat Bottom Betty cigar from Deadwood, which has a sweetened cap. We are pairing it with a whole bushel? We are pairing it with a whole bunch of books by Rex Stout, his Nero Wolfe Mysteries. Ooh. Wow. Okay, that's delicious. Sugar. But despite that, there is some intense flavor coming through here. I'm not quite sure what it is, to be honest, because I'm so drawn into this sugary yumminess. So give me just a second here. Rex Stout wrote the first Nero Wolfe mystery called Fer-de-Lance, which I think I'm saying right, featuring the poisonous snake of the same name in 1934. And he wrote his last one in 1985. So that's 50 years of constantly turning out these mysteries with the same characters. Okay, through the magic of editing, we have fast forwarded. Bring back the editing. Through the magic of editing, we have fast forwarded. There's gotta be a better way to say that, right? Okay, so through the magic of editing, we have zoomed to the third of the cigar. Of course, the flavors are intensifying as you move through the cigar. And the lack of sugar might be contributing to that. The sweet cap tends to go away quite quickly. That earthiness has morphed into a deeper, more complex, leathery type of flavor. I still like it quite a bit, but the intensity of it, I think maybe because I was conditioned to have some of the sweetness at the beginning, the intensity feels a little bit overwhelming here at the end. Pretty sure it's not any more intense than a normal medium flavored cigar. Just that difference makes it seem a little more so. Weirdly, there are some green notes popping up too. But at this point, I really don't trust my palate. So as far as the fourth third and how the smoke affects you and stays with you after you're done, this is really not a lingerer, which I like. The room notes are really quite lovely, and the tasting panel described it as almost smelling like pipe tobacco, which I love the smell of pipe tobacco. So to me, that's a plus. And while of course your skin and your hair do get infused with the smokiness, it doesn't really stick around like some cigars do. So could be a plus depending on what you've got going later on in the day. Cigars from the last year. In the meantime, I hope you are smoking some good cigars. I hope you're reading some wonderful books. And of course, I hope you're doing them both at the same time, because that is truly one of the joys of life. Thank you so much again for watching. I really appreciate it. See you soon.
So I dig Chronicle of Cigarnia's channel a lot. I like that she pairs cigars and books. I think that's a cool idea. I really enjoy that. It's like a book review and a cigar review. It's a cool little combination. It's quirky, it's weird. I like it. I dig it a lot. I like people that come up with unique ideas. I like that so much. I think it's a fun topic. I think it's a fun time. I think she is a very captivating personality without personalities as the main focus of the videos, and I think that's awesome. So appreciate you all making content. So yeah, I really enjoyed the videos. Hopefully she makes more, because I think that's another thing. I never thought about reading the book and smoking a cigar until I saw her channel. I'm like, yeah, that'd be nice to do. That'd be nice to do. All right, next person. And this next person is Cigar Show Tim. Now, DJ, why did you put Cigar Show Tim on your list, you may ask? Looking at the past years of not seeing 100% eye to eye on different topics in a lot, really. I think Tim has changed over time, as a lot of us do. And I like the type of content he's producing more of now. And I'm also going to say a lot of the larger names that really propped him up in the beginning of his YouTube channel kind of disappeared. So hopefully this doesn't come off as an insult to Tim, because it's not meant to be so. This is, I'd say, an olive branch, but that's a peacetime offering, and I don't think we've been at war ever. I think we've disagreed on certain topics without yelling at each other, which is nice. I want to extend a hand, lift him up, encourage Tim. Tim had himself a support system, and that support system, for whatever reason, not that they left Tim, that they all kind of just, a lot of them stopped making content, here on YouTube at least. So, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, the whole point of this series is to encourage the growth of the community and to be Tim's support system. Because if there's anything that Pick Jimi has done in the past, it's encouraged people to grow. And hopefully, that's what this video does too. So, give Tim a chance if you haven't watched him before. Give him a second chance if you have.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Cigar Show Tim, and you're watching this week's edition of Tobacco Talk, where every week I review a cigar, and then I give you my thoughts on it. Flavor, draw, construction, burn, everything you want to know about that cigar, but it's from my pal's perspective, and then I rate it as to whether I think it's nub-worthy or not. So the cigar for this week comes from Foundation Cigars. This happens to be one of Nick's newest releases in his newest line. I picked it up from him when I went up and introduced myself to him at PCA back in July in Vegas. And he handed me a sampler pack, and this happened to be one of the ones in it. I will tell you right now, I did have the Maduro version of it, and it is spicy and strong. So I'm curious about this one. In case you don't know already, it is the Olmec. Okay, on initial light up, tons of flavor, and that spice, just like in the Maduro. That spice is really coming in strong, like a really red chili pepper spice. Definitely some lighter wood, some cedar notes in there. Definitely some baking spice, like a paprika kind of note in there as well. And a little bit of chili powder. All right, definitely spicy. But let's go through the first third. When I come back, I will let you know about the blend. I'll let you know a little bit more about the 5 different vitolas it's offered in. But until then, I'm gonna enjoy this Claro. Flavor notes on this cigar. Really rich, really savory, really good. So the woodiness is still there, but it's transitioned to much more of like a toasted nut that's in there. with a little bit of coffee espresso and that red chili pepper, chili powder note. The chili powder note is still there, but it's not as pungent. And then the like red chili pepper note is tamed down quite a bit. The retrohale has got a little bit of spice to it, but it's nowhere near the level of spicery whatsoever. And then there's a little bit of like a creamy note with some leather in there as well. Very, very complex flavor profile, very good. And these cigars are produced by AJ Fernandez in Nicaragua, and that's who's making them and who's rolling them. If you've had this cigar, put some comments down below. If you've had the Maduro, put some comments down below as well. Let me know which one you prefer. I prefer the Claro. Very, very good cigar. Do I think it's nub-worthy? I think it's pretty obvious. Yes, this is absolutely a nub-worthy cigar. Very well put together, well blended, all of that. And the background and the sort of, idea behind it is Olmec. If you're familiar with the term Olmec, it's a tribute to Mexico and the ancient Mesoamerican people which inhabited the San Andres Valley in Veracruz, where tobacco is grown. And so this is paying homage to them. That information came from the Half Wheel article that I've alluded to a couple different times now. Really good article. If you want to learn more about it, I'll actually link it down below here. But let me know if you've had this. What were your takes on it? What was your thoughts? All those different things. But this is absolutely a nub-worthy cigar. But that's going to do it for this edition of Tobacco Talk. Enjoy your cigar journey. I'm Cigar Show Tim. As always, I'll see you.
So that's 5 channels I think you should watch in 2023. We foster growth in the community by not just saying, let's all get along, guys, kumbaya. No, we call people out on bullshit when there's bullshit to be had. And we support people when they are low. When they look down on a video, instead of just writing thoughts and prayers, reach out. See how they're doing. If they're in your area, maybe reach out again. Because part of my channel, if you don't know, has always been men's mental health. And it's rough out there. That's one of the reasons, I'm not going to get into it in this video. Stupid fucking card. That's the wrong thing. That's what we don't need. But anyway, appreciate y'all greatly. I really do. Please like, comment, subscribe, all those YouTubery things. Go check out the channels and have a fantastic 2023. Did I say 2022 in this video? I don't know. I love y'all. Peace.
And just a reminder, please follow me over on Rumble, TikTok, and Instagram if you have them. Links are in the description down below. Just in case things ever go belly up here on YouTube, we want to make sure the bushel stays together. Peace.